Number 2. The second step. Okay, so I have my vision. I have my vision off in the distance. I have my goals. I have some goals. Now how can I start accomplishing them? How can I start to stretch myself and improve myself, improve my skills? The second step, time, effort, and knowledge. So this is the next 3 ingredients that you got to add into the formula. So I have my vision, my goals, and now I got to put time, I got to put effort, and I got to gain some knowledge to start improving myself, to develop my skills. How many of you know who Will Smith is? Who knows who Will Smith is? You guys heard of Will Smith? Will Smith is an actor, and I really respect Will Smith's work. Will Smith once said, the biggest misconception for those that are looking to be successful at anything is the difference between talent and skill. Talent you have naturally. Skill is only developed by hours and hours and hours of beating on your craft. And for anybody that's looking to perform at a high level, you have to put in those hours. You have to put in the time and the effort into developing your skills. You can't have one without the other. If you're talented but you have no skill, then you won't be able to express yourself like you would like to. If you have skill and no talent, then it's very difficult. You have to work even harder, right? So you got to combine both. You got to put your time and effort in. And it's not one without the other. You have to have both, right? So if you're putting your time in, you're working every single day on a consistent basis, but you're not working very hard, then you're not stretching yourself. There's no improvement. If you're working really hard, but you only do it once a week, once a month, and it's not consistent, then you're not putting in the time. Right? Now the third piece, time, effort, the third piece is really important as well, knowledge. Doing it the right way. So you can put a lot of time and effort into something, but if you're going in the wrong direction or you're doing it the wrong way, all you're doing is building a bad habit. So it's really important to add in that third piece is find somebody who's done what who's done what you've wanted to do, somebody who has some knowledge, and learn from them, right? Whether it be a mentor that you can talk to directly, a coach, a teacher, a book. You can read a book, you can watch a documentary, you can watch a biography. You've got to gain some knowledge on how to go about what you're doing, right? Just like Adriano, when he was a lumberjack, right? Renz put in more time and effort than Adriano. He's 8 hours straight chopping wood, stronger than Adriano, bigger than Adriano, but Adriano had the knowledge that after 15 minutes of chopping, his axe gets dull, and it doesn't chop as deep. So with that knowledge, he was actually able to accomplish more with less time and effort. So that's where knowledge comes in. Okay? Now, with this comes patience and persistence. Patience and persistence. If you want to achieve a vision, a larger vision of yourself and become a new person, it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of work, a lot of effort. Right? You have to be patient and persistent. In the Far East, there's a tree, a plant called the Chinese bamboo tree. And the Chinese bamboo tree is a very hard seed to crack. Once you plant the Chinese bamboo tree in the ground, you have to water it and fertilize it every single day for 5 years. In the 5th year, when the Chinese bamboo tree finally sprouts, in just 6 weeks, it grows 90 feet tall. But any time during the watering or fertilization process, had you stopped, the tree dies in the ground. So the question is, did it grow 90 feet tall in 5 years or in 6 weeks? 5 years, right? The answer is obvious. It was 5 years. Because if at any time you stop the water and the fertilization process, the seed dies in the ground. Now think of that as your development. As you want to create your vision, it's not going to happen when you want it to happen. It won't manifest as quickly as you want it to happen. But over time, when you put your time and effort in consistently, with patience and persistence, then it will, right? And it takes belief. It takes belief in yourself and the courage not to quit, right? Think about somebody coming up to see your Chinese bamboo tree, this ground that you've been watering, fertilizing, and nothing's growing, right? They're going to question you. They're going to be like, hey, I hear you're growing a Chinese bamboo tree. You've been out here for a while, right? Maybe some of you have done this, right? You've been training for 2-3 years, working on your vision, 3 years. What do you have to show for it, right? Nothing. There's nothing coming from the ground. They may laugh at you. They may question what you're doing. That will happen. But you have to have the persistence and the patience to keep going. You keep that faith in your passion and your vision, and you keep going despite what others are going to say about you and laugh at you. But then when it sprouts in that 5th year, all the laughter stops. Everybody says, oh, hey, yeah, I believed in you the whole time. Yeah. But it takes that patience and persistence. All right, that's the second step. Time, effort, and knowledge.